March Madness is officially underway, and in UNC's opening round matchup against Wagner, the Tar Heels buried the Seahawks 90-62, reminding everybody what a 1 seed versus a 16 seed is supposed to look like. With only 7 players available, North Carolina was able to overwhelm the Northeast Conference champions and coast their way to a comfortable win in front of a large contingent of Tar Heel fans in the Queen City. When you want to talk about how overmatched Wagner was, to me it starts and stops with Armando Bacot's presence in this game, with the Big scoring 20 points while grabbing 15 rebounds. An impressive double-double on the stat sheet, and even more impressive considering he had his 7th consecutive double-double in a tournament game by halftime. Watching him finish over opponents today had the look of a glorified layup line for Bacot, and any misses he did have, I'm pretty sure he cleaned up on his own with an offensive rebound and put back, helping contribute to UNC winning on the boards by a margin of 19. Rebounding like that is one of the reasons why the win ultimately looked as easy as it did. Another reason being RJ Davis coming alive in the second half for what wound up being a quiet 22 points that led the team, with 17 of those points coming after the break. The staple to win in March is good guard play, and with Davis, it doesn't get much better when he finds his groove. However, we've come to expect performances like this out of Davis and Bacot, so the biggest surprise of UNC's opening round matchup has to be what Jalen Withers brought to the court today, and what he brought to the court today was a whole lot of energy. Back in his hometown of Charlotte, Withers certainly came to play, adding in a double-double of his own with a new season high of 16 points. It was the most active he's been since transferring to UNC, and when you get this Withers, he's a major asset to raising Carolina's ceiling with his ability to crash the basket. It took a bit for UNC to get going, but I think that's to be expected with how many players are just now getting to experience what it's like to play in the NCAA Tournament. A lot of those unforced errors have to be cleaned up, and I'm confident that Carolina understands that. To beat Michigan State and Tom Izzo on Saturday, it's going to have to take a much better performance from the jump. The one concern I would say I do have watching Carolina the past 2 games specifically is Elliot Cadeau looking lost on occasion. I've been pretty consistent saying that UNC needs the best version of Cadeau to go far in this tournament, and something has been off with his play. It's a big challenge for him on Saturday to bounce back in what figures to be a good guard matchup coming up with the Tyson Walker and AJ Hoggard backcourt. Until then, I'm Taylor Vippolis, signing off for Inside Carolina.